Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Let's Play Tales of Xillia 2. I'm having to get this episode recorded real quick because I am about to be traveling for a whole day. Wow. Preparing in advance, as they say. This is going to be Rowen's episode. We're going to find out what is happening with his ongoing fixation with possibly dying eventually. To the edge of eternity and back.
Ah, Luga. Did you know the city of Drellin is famous for its spirits?
First of all, Edge of Eternity and Back makes me run. Did you guys ever watch the Carmen Sandiego show when you were a kid? Because I definitely did. Because they had the final song of it. No, I just remember it's like dun, 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 and back, and it's just every single time I see and back, I'm like, oh, I remember that. Oh, I'm dying. It's okay.
Not the kind that interests you, mind you. Drellin's spirits are of the liquid variety.
That makes sense. I was like, isn't just about everywhere in the world famous for its spirits? They're kind of everywhere.
With all we've been through, I believe we could use a drink. Shall we wet our whistles?
Whistle. How much of a drinker is Jude? Why the hell not? I'm a drinker, he can be too.
That's the spirit. Come, let me show you how to appreciate the finer things.
I appreciate your tutelage, Mr. Rowen.
Oh, Lady Mila and Lady Elise. Is anything the matter?
Now this right there, reading between the lines, means that this is not going to be a combat side story. Because they always only have 3 people in your required party for combat missions.
No, nothing. Elise and I are just out for a stroll.
Yep, stretching my legs.
You don't have legs, Tipo.
What are you two up to?
Luga and I were just about to indulge in some of Drellin's local delicacies.
Elise can't come.
Sounds intriguing.
Drellin is famous for, seafood and spirits, right?
Did you learn that in school? Are you a good student?
I want a seafood too!
God no puns, Tipo.
Why not accompany us? We would never turn down such beautiful company.
Flattery will get you everywhere. Sure, I'm in.
I wonder what that delay was for. It took Mila a second to actually respond.
Did you mean just Mila?
I meant all 3 of you. 2 beautiful ladies and 1 beautiful plush doll thing.
Oh, Rowen, you're embarrassing me!
Pardon me.
Man, cell phones were a problem in this game. They're all over the place now.
Sure seems like the same old Rowen to me.
That letter must have been a misunderstanding.
I thought we were going to get into this.
Forgive me, everyone. I'm afraid some urgent business has come up.
What is it?
An emergency meeting of the military commanders.
Uh-oh. That's not the kind of emergency I like to hear.
We've received threats of terrorism from an extremist group that opposes peace between the nations.
Now, when you say an extremist group, are you talking about Exodus, or is there actually a second group running around?
You're a busy man.
Too busy to find the time to complain about it. But it's all for the future of our 2 nations. Luga, I want you to have this.
Well, thank you. I like presents. I thought you would like that.
Well, I suppose it might buy a few libations if you sold it, but I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't.
Oh, that was not nearly the humorous, quirky response I was hoping for.
It completes a set with my own charm. I promise I'll make this up to you.
Well, you kind of canceled the dinner thing with a lot of people, not just me.
He's fully devoting himself to fulfilling his mission.
Well, that sounds very similar to me.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like he'd need a will anytime soon.
True. Well, there's no use worrying about it now. Let's eat.
We don't get to see the scene where we don't let Elise drink.
So fresh, it was practically still wriggling.
Is that good? I demand that my seafood doesn't wriggle.
I'll sample Drellin's other claim to fame when Rowen gets back.
This is Vera. There's been an abduction. An extremist group has just claimed responsibility.
Interesting. So you know when I said that this was not going to be a combat mission?
The victim is Riza Maxian Prime Minister Rowen Ilbert.
What?
Yeah, that is not expected.
Chancellor Marcia has requested Spirius's assistance in the rescue operation. Please return to headquarters ASAP for a full briefing.
Something wrong?
Yeah. Our best friend is abductified. What kind of group is this that can actually hold Rowen hostage?
They kidnapped Rowen.
That threat he mentioned earlier. It must have been bait to lure him into a trap.
We gotta save the old guy.
Well, of course we do.
Luger, we're coming with you.
Okay, is Jude my fourth? You know what? This is a terrorist group trying to, like, stop the two nations. Bring in the president. That's what I say.
I can't believe that a man of Rowan's stature could be kidnapped.
Poor Rowen. I hope they haven't hurt him.
What if they're strapping him onto the torture rack right this moment?
You don't have to gag Tipo. You can just will him to stop talking, you know.
You can't say things like that. He's fine. He has to be.
Yeah, I can't lose my spellcaster at this point in the game.
Thanks, Luger.
Of course.
And let's remember, this is Rowan we're talking
That's
about.
what I was thinking before. Like, I'm surprised we'll get there until I've already subdued the situation.
I'd be more worried for his captors than for him.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Finally free!
Sorry, Tipo.
Don't have to apologize.
No problem. I feel you, sister.
Please don't. She's underage.
Regardless, there's one thing we know for sure. Standing here worrying about Rowan isn't going to get us any closer to saving
Well,
him.
then why did you give me a slight thing to watch? Can't give me a hard time for watching it.
Right. We need to go find him. We can do this, everyone.
We can do it!
Right.
Roger Dodger.
That's more like it.
Alright, to the Spears Corporation. And that actually reminds me, Kitty Dispatch. I got a top knot. Oh, that's what I'm looking for, though, is it? I'm looking for a water lily. Bum 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 ba da bum 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 ba da bum. Hello, Vera. Hello, Vera.
I'll begin the briefing. Prime Minister Ilbert has been kidnapped by an extremist group that espouses Olympian domination.
Why don't they ever name this group? I don't understand. Just say it's Exodus. If you're not going to give it make it clear it's a different group, then just say it's Exodus.
Olympian domination. I take it they oppose the peace treaty.
Olympian domination. So, yeah, basically Exodus, because that's what Exodus wanted to go out and, you know, drain the spirit energy from Riza Maxia.
Yes, the Olympian government has been sent a list of their demands.
The Olympian government? Why would they care about Rowan?
The Prime Minister is a key player in the peace process. He's crucial to Olympius. They certainly understand that.
They intend to use him as a bargaining chip.
Of course they do.
That's horrible.
I mean, it's just dirty pool. It's not unexpected, really.
They also hacked into our telecommunications system and broadcast this message.
Keep Olympia separate. It is a sacred land for a chosen people.
Oh, wow.
We will not have it be fouled by a friendship with Riza Maxia.
You know that it was the same land originally, right?
Riza Maxia's inhabitants are our fuel. Its land, nothing more than a penal colony for deserters.
These guys are insane. Now, granted, they may not know the history as well, but it's like, they just put up a barrier. They didn't actually, like, leave. They just put up a barrier between the two lands, right?
The leadership of Olympias has lost its way. We demand the immediate dissolution of the peace treaty. Should you refuse us, the consequences will be decisive and severe.
These nutjobs have Rowan?
Yeah, this actually sounds even more extreme than freaking Exodus.
We shut down the broadcast immediately, of course, but the extremists have powerful communication jamming Spyrex. We were unable to determine the signal's origin.
Well, come on, pick it up.
If only we had a little more to go on.
What is it?
That's the charm Rowen gave you. May I see it?
Well, how convenient, Rowen.
Apparently it's enchanted by some sort of art. I'm sure the Four could tell us more.
Well, then why didn't he give it that to Mila?
This art seems to emit a special pulse through earth and water. And it resonates with an opposing pulse transmitted through fire and wind.
Alright.
What?
Rowen had another stone just like
So we can use that to track him down, right?
I'll have the Four seek out the strongest point of resonance. That should be the midpoint between the two stones. Then the source of the other pulse should be equidistant from us in the opposite direction.
That's what I was kind of thinking. Wait, that's come back to Vera?
Midpoint acquired. Now we just need to pinpoint the equidistant location.
Did they just, like, fly down Vera's dress and go into her phone?
That puts the source of the transmission near Labari Hollow.
They're in Riza Maxia.
Is this why Rowen gave Luger the stone in the first place?
I mean, he thinks very far ahead, so probably.
It's almost as if he knew he'd be abducted.
He's still okay, right?
They're using him as a bargaining chip. They'd be fools to kill him.
Phew.
We just have to be careful about how we invade.
However, Rowen is still a key figure in the peace movement. They may be planning on disposing of him eventually.
Now that you mention it, the Spurious Corporation has analyzed what would happen if Mr. Ilbert were killed.
Come on!
According to our projections, his death and the resulting backlash would ultimately advance the cause of international peace.
Well, I'm not sure I can trust your random projections.
What?
That means...
Is that why they won't say Exodus? Rowen likes that I trust him.
You're right. We've got to rescue him.
I was actually thinking that means that the government of Olympias has very little reason to barter.
The extremists' hideout is in Labari Hollow. Let's go.
Actually, real quick. What is that I can turn in this area, in this locale? It's right here. I thought you'd be the one to go through all the trouble to get this for me. The medicine I'm developing at the facility. I need the Everbloom. Thinking my patients are going to feel a lot better. Strange. So in school I had such high hopes I thought I could do anything. Except the real world I realized it's not about wishing, it's about hard work. All my effort into my job, it's tough, and it takes up all my time. And that's just how you know it's worth it. I can't let anything or anyone jeopardize that, so I can't welcome you back like old times. But who is this? Alright. I was going to say, Labarl Hollow is a dungeon. Let's get in there. Let's go, guys. We're going in to Labarl Hollow. This is like the third time I've been to this place, and I bet...
has to be around here somewhere. Let's leave no stone unturned.
Don't worry. We'll find you.
We're going to leave a lot of stones unturned because they're always in the same place. Bottom level in the cave. Interesting, I thought you had to jump over something there originally. And watch, that leave no stone unturned thing was actually a clue to me that it's not going to be exactly where it was before. And I just completely ignored it. I'm like, nope! Not going to listen to you! Because I'm stubborn. Well, that's a pretty thing. Can't go down there, though. I have to go over here first. These guys are all glowy dudes. Glowy boys.
Hey, what are you doing here?
What are you wearing?
Don't let them call back up.
Rowen must be in the back.
Hurry.
Well, I didn't let them call back up. That was a good thing, right?
If there's a guard outside.
Rowen must be inside.
Okay, here's some more.
How'd you find us?
Why don't you ask the man on the ground? He clearly outwitted you.
This old fool? Not bloody likely. Surrender! And stay back.
Now.
Ah! Blasted Rhizamaxians! You'll pay for this!
Okay, I was gonna say, I'm gonna have some way to actually break this deadlock.
Time to get serious!
Not yet. Not yet. Our souls are one.
Oh damn it! I was trying to do her.
How can you be so nonchalant about this?
Wait, you weren't? You were in the fight? No, you weren't.
Rowen! Thank goodness you're alive!
I knew that you would eventually come and find me here.
Did you know that you would be abducted?
Unfortunately, yes. I considered it enough of a possibility that I should have an insurance policy.
Yep, he wasn't trying to die.
Something effective but inconspicuous, so I gave Luga a paired resonance stone as a safety measure.
Whoa, good thinking there!
We were able to take out the extremists' home base as a result.
Always the tactician. Your plan really came together there.
It was only possible because I knew I could rely on you.
Good job, Tipo.
Rowen, there's something that you should know. We found those letters that you wrote. The wills.
Yeah! You see these tears? We were afraid you might kick the bucket!
Ah, so you ended up finding those. Dare I ask if you read them in their entirety?
No, I was too scared to read past the very beginning.
Well, that was
You
dumb.
missed the part where I asked you to assist Lady Dressel in restoring the 6 ruling houses.
Huh?
I believe the 6 houses are crucial to strengthening the bonds between Rashagal and Azul.
Those bonds are
I've
weak?
hidden multiple letters to other prominent figures in my residences in Kanbalar, as well as those in Finmont. They outline all of the steps that should be taken in order for the prosperity and future of Rhizamaxia.
Freaking Rowen is Batman.
Process.
I see.
Or
That way
possibly,
your mission will continue
Osborne.
Even without you.
Not Osborne,
Not that I had any intention of dying, mind you. After all, there is still much I must do. I simply haven't the time to die. But at the same time, I understand that no one lives forever.
Rowen.
The thought of our bright future
Bismarck, there we go.
flickering out because I died with my plans half finished. To me, that would be a fate crueler than death itself.
But this way, the hope of achieving international peace can survive even without you.
Exactly. I have written such letters to a great number of people. And you are one of them, young miss.
I never would have imagined that you'd come to me for something this important. Are you okay with this?
Are you okay with it?
Although, Hey, you know you can count on us.
Of course we do.
I want you to decide your own future, Elise. Yet as much as I hate to burden you with the fate of the country, we are good friends, and I could not help but ask.
I like his little half wink.
More than honored, Rowen.
But knock off all this dying talk! You're bumming me out!
That's a good point.
It
Perhaps you
is.
should have told them directly. Especially if you trust them enough to carry on your legacy when you're gone.
You're absolutely right. Elise, I am so very sorry to have made you worry.
It's okay. But we're friends, aren't we? Please don't do this again.
Understood. I assure you, I won't.
That's a promise.
I'm glad I actually got to have a bit of a backbone with Rowen too.
You can just forget about all the stuff you want us to do after you're dead.
Well, it appears I won't need to have you read the rest of the letter then.
Yes.
It's from Chancellor Marcia.
I keep wanting to call her Chancellor
She seems to
Marsala.
have been quite concerned about me.
You are important to Chancellor Marcia, just like you're important to us.
Yeah, you're totally buddies now.
Yay!
Oh, we are? I suppose that our relationship has evolved beyond the point of mere colleagues. Perhaps I
Well,
should
yeah,
invite
you're
her
buddies.
to
Didn't you listen to Tipo?
and apologize for putting her through all of this.
Rowan's going on a date.
Another one.
Hey,
One without
not
me.
so fast. You better treat us all to dinner first. Something upscale should suffice.
I have to pay for everything?
May joys from afar beget joys close to the hearth, and carry those joys far afield.
She's got you there.
Okay, that was a really nice end to that.
I accept defeat. Tonight will be my treat.
Woohoo! Hooray!
It's just like they say, for the act of spreading joy is the greatest joy of all. Someday I'll take you to dinner. You deserve a reward for all your hard work, too.
Okay, guys, dinner is not that big, amazing thing.
I'm looking forward to it already.
Good job, us. And that leaves us about 10 minutes left. First of all, let's head to Triglav and get our final side story out of the way. Or at least start it. I don't know if we'll be able to finish it. 10 minutes is not a whole lot of time. Secondly, nope. I don't know. Well, actually, that makes his art attack better. But only by, like, 6 points. It does significantly increase his intellect. You know what? Keep it. My kitty came back?
I'd never have imagined that at this age, I'd be spending so much time with a young man like you. Yeah, but ignore my doddering old man nonsense. There's something I want you to have. Speaking with you sends me straight back in time to the vibrant days of my own youth. But sometimes it's not so bad to be a geezer either.
Alright, kitty came back. Did I get the lotuses? No. Or lilies. That's what I'm looking for, lilies. Okay, so that's where our final one is. Let's get over there, guys. I do really like... I mean, I don't necessarily like the fact that there's a dash in this game, but I am really happy that the dash does, like, significantly changes the way you move around. You know, your cornering turns to crap when you're dashing, which I think is good. I like it. Oh, Gaius. Not who I was expecting exactly, although I guess he has definitely been hanging out with the rapscallions in Triglav.
Hey, I just arrived myself.
No, you didn't. I saw you on the minimap.
You guys worried about Kyle too?
It's been a while since I heard anything from him.
I only hope this dread I'm feeling is just my imagination.
Kyle.
Hey, they're here.
Good day, Erston. I'd offer you a drink, but we're in the middle of an interrogation here. Not that you seem to care.
Tanner, Kyle, are you unhurt?
They just grabbed us out of the blue.
Kyle.
You beat up these children?
Oh, please. It's not that bad. We simply taught these punks to respect the law. After all, they were obstructing a murder investigation.
What?
Plenty of witnesses were there. They all saw what happened. They watched Kyle shove and kill that soldier.
No way.
That's a bit extreme.
I blew it, Big E. But that soldier started it. He was harassing me even though I didn't do squat. He treated me like a criminal.
That Risa Maxian started the whole thing.
I'm sorry, Big E. I'm so sorry.
I'm not the one you need to apologize to.
Oh, that reminds me, Erston. There are some folks I would like for you to meet.
Why Erston?
Let him in.
He has nothing to do with this, really.
I'm so sorry. You have my deepest condolences.
Huh?
This man and woman are none other than the grieving parents of the murdered Risa Maxian soldier.
That seems very heavy-handed.
Is this the kid who killed my son, Detective?
Allegedly. The case isn't closed yet.
Tell me why. Why did you do it? Why did you kill our son?
This is a very interesting...
What do you think? Do you still insist on protecting this man, Erston? It can't be easy when one of the subjects you've sworn to protect wails for her dead son.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Open your eyes. This man is no run-of-the-mill Risa Maxian. He is King Gaius of Risa Maxia. Ha! Did you really think he was some Joe Schmo in your little gang?
Big E? Come on. Say it ain't
Say it
so.
is so. That'd be awesome. I would love to have a king as my best friend.
He's right.
Huh? The scene of the crime was Marksburg, which is under the joint jurisdiction of both countries. That means Risa Maxia is in a unique position to demand custody of the suspect.
Is that true?
I could do that, however...
However, that sort of thing would cause one heck of an international incident, I bet. The Risa Maxians would be up in arms and out for blood over the incident.
That is quite true.
It might even poison the current negotiations on tariff autonomy that are so very important to Risa Maxia.
I know.
Yeah, Gaius doesn't need your shit.
Big E.
Just think about it, Kyle. Who do you really believe is on your side here? The Risa Maxian king who's been pretending to be your friend this whole time? Or me, a fellow Olympian?
I don't know what to tell you.
Take me with you. I'll talk.
I like this setup quite a bit, because it really puts Gaius into a rough situation between honor, duty, justice, and...
Your Majesty, my boss's boss's boss is waiting at the Marksburg Inn. If you'd be so kind as to come and meet with my superior, I'm sure the both of you could discuss more than a few words in private.
With Risa Maxia's cabinet ministers, I imagine.
Yes, exactly. You imagine right.
Gaius.
I know. It's true I could use my powers to protect Kyle from prosecution. But then I would fail as a king. I wouldn't be
exactly.
able to face my people.
At the end of the day, he did actually kill someone. I don't care if the guy was being a jerk weasel. Like, murder occurred. Murder was a thing that happened. And yeah, that's a difficult bridge to cross. Oh, head to Marksburg. It's interesting you can only enter from the entrance from the, like, con that you're currently in. I like it. It kind of, like, sells the whole...
Let's discuss this at the hotel. We should return there immediately.
That's a nice breeze. I could stand here all day.
Oh, wrong one. I was going to check my items real quick, but that is not the item shop. Let's press on.
Thank you for waiting, Your Majesty. Everyone is assembled in the conference room. If you would follow me, please.
Luger, what are your thoughts on Kyle's crime?
Yeah, I mean, like, from what I've heard, unfortunately, he has actually killed someone and the other person just, like, picked on him a little bit.
You make it sound so simple. Such clarity comes from having a strong sense of morality. You've helped me accept what I must do, and I am grateful for it.
What will happen to Kyle?
I agreed to extradite him to Olympias.
Did you win a concession on the tariffs in return?
The ministers are thrilled. They said the life of one soldier was a small price to pay.
God damn it. Yeah.
In my position, personal feelings are irrelevant. Were I just a normal friend, perhaps I might have tried to save Kyle from being arrested.
That must have been hard.
It is my duty.
Difficulty is irrelevant.
Wise decision, Your Majesty. You allowed Olympias to save face, but it also brought a great boon to your people. To be completely honest, I didn't think you had it in you. I wish I were as good at my job as you are. Well then, I'll be off. Until next time.
I would have preferred it if he were openly insulting.
Olympias is the one that holds the upper hand when it comes to negotiations between the two
How come?
countries.
We could wipe Olympias off the map.
Probably set this whole thing up. He knew full well I wouldn't act against the interests of Riza Maxia.
It'd be great if we could prove that. Well, what?
Pardon me. Would you mind throwing this away for me?
Are you sure, sir?
Yes.
Poor Gaius.
It was a gift for a man named Erston. A gift from his friends. I have no right keeping it.
But it's proof that you had any friends at all. Who actually wanted to spend time with you. As a normal man, as Erston. I think that humans and spirits alike all need people who will accept them.
This has been excellent, you guys.
What'll it be?
I'll hold on to it. Luger, let's have a group photo sometime. You, me, and all the others.
They can be there too. What the king must do. That was an excellent epilogue.
Why is it that you Olympians are so good with machines? What? Most Riza Maxians are good with them as well? What exactly do you mean by that?
Alright, so I'll go ahead and save. Next time, we are going to go back and see what happens if I refuse to fight my brother, and then we press on into the end of the game. Look forward to it, you guys. I know I am.